Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Otaku Critic, and I'm going to look at the recent chapter of Bluelock, chapter 163. Now, I will state this chapter was a very slow burn, but it was good. It brought some very big questions to the forefront for this manga, and that is Kaiser and his role to play of how Isagi's changing his mentality and puzzling everything in his mind together. Isagi, can he do it and bring the explosiveness that this team needs, and will he take this opportunity? And 3, the rationale of the star players, the biggest points of the star players, and most importantly, the last point, which also embodies Kaiser, is Ego's way of wanting them to play and the embodiment that Kaiser is. Now, I'll start off with the point 1 and 4 because they join together. Kaiser is a huge player in this. He is the main player of Bastards FC. He is the main person. He's the main personality. And Isagi realizes from last chapter and what happened with Kaiser and Kanagami Rensuku, that he realized that it's not the players around Kaiser that make it the way it is, or make him, the player he is. It's Kaiser ability himself. There's the philosophy of the team. So the team plays to Kaiser. The team plays to his philosophy, to the way he wants to play. It's not the team that makes Kaiser this way. It's not the players around Kaiser that make Bastard FC play the fundamentals of Kaiser as the main guy when Noel's not there or alongside Noel. It's Kaiser himself that forces the players to play his style. It's like when you have Messi or Ronaldo on the side, they will make you play the way they want to play. Because they are such big players, more than the team, they are the creative stroke. They are the madness. They are the fire to the match. They're the ones that get it going, get it started. And that's what I understand. It makes me realize a good amount of things. With Ego, made it, and it's a good point because it comes back to last chapter and a couple of chapters ago with Ego as well, with how Kaiser is the embodiment of what Ego wants. He is the embodiment. He has the ego that Ego wants. He wants them to all have this ego. He wants them to all be Kaiser. Kaiser already embodies what Ego's ideal player is. He is already the ideal striker in Ego's mind. Kaiser is the player. And Isagi realizes that. And it's a big realization, I think, for Isagi. And it's going to play a major point for Isagi coming into point 2 now of the next coming chapters. Because foreshadowing Isagi, 1, the grappling point of the Under-20 World Cup game. So not World Cup game, the Under-20 match, where he took and bought and stole, in the best way possible, he stole the spotlight. He took it away. And it makes the greatest point of where now Isagi gets called onto the pitch because of contract-wise, but it seems by now that Isagi hasn't been doing the best. He's not the best player. But he is the player and the hero that everyone wants to see. And the contract is they have to basically bring him on, it seems. And this gives Isagi the best opportunity to show his true ability. And I think he will. He's playing with... He's been trying to figure out Kaiser. Now he's a player that will bring the strengths of the best players, like Noel, like Kaiser, because he plays to them. He tries to take them over by his ability, but he also understands that how he plays will impact the other players, and I think that's why it's going to be so important with him, because now Noel's on alongside Kaiser, and now it's going to bring the biggest point now, is can Isagi do it with the best players around him? And now Isagi has this opportunity. Now, I think it would be best if he fails. I think it'll grow his character a lot if he fails in the first match, but by the last match, he's one of the best players. He's playing to Kaiser's way. He's playing to Neol's way. He's making these plays. He's understanding. He's puzzling all these pieces, and he becomes one of the best strikers alongside Kaiser by the end of this, because it would just make so much sense, and it's the best one of the best, the line that brings it all together, and what I'm saying is, I won't miss this chance. It's time to prove my existence. Is the most important chance, because it's his biggest chance. He's gotten this chance out of nothing. Like, Kaiser fucked him over earlier, because was last place, has been growing and trying to be getting back into that starting 11, and he managed it, he couldn't. And he goes, because basically Kaiser kind of fucked him over. But Isagi now has a chance from nothing. He shouldn't be having this chance. He really shouldn't be. But he's got this chance that he got like in the under-20 get match, where he can show his ability. And Isagi is a very good player. He is what I would say is probably the most Lionel Messi-esque player in this. Because he can shoot. He can do a lot of things. But you know what Messi does right? He makes his players around him play so much better. He brings the best out of them, and he can be the main guy by doing that. And I think Isagi can be a very similar player in that way. An egotistical striker, but one that brings out the foremost of his players. Because I'll tell you, you tell me that Messi's not egotistical? Fuck no. You tell me Ronaldo's not egotistical. That Harry Kane's not. Harry Kane is egotistical, but he got some of the most assists in the last season. Isagi is that player. He's going to be a striker that plays off the front, brings the players into it, but scores goals that he should pass instead of shoot, but he's going to score those. And I think this is Isagi's biggest opportunity to do this. And I think he will. I don't know if he won't or he will, because it's nothing that you can really say. But it's Isagi's biggest opportunity. And that brings me into the star players. With Neo and Baraccia's one, I think, I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, Lavinio coming in. Lavinio and Neo coming onto the pitch are going to make 3 minutes that could change the course in history for Isagi. Because Neo has the identity of, you have to play the Kaiser's way. While Lavinio's like, no, we play some fun football. We're playing Genga press, we're doing tiki-taka passing, we play this way. Now it's two ideals clashing against each other in two very different ways. Because we've got Baraccia on the field, alongside Isagi now playing against each other. Now, Baraccia is the idealment, I think, the complete opposite to Isagi. He is a playmaker through and through. He's a dribbler. He's a monster. I don't think he's the greatest shooter. He is what I would say a Neymar. He's a tricky player. He has the pace. He has the skill. He can do it. How Isagi is more like a Messi or Ronaldo. Now, I know they're two different players, but I feel that he attributes Ronaldo's ability in shooting with being the ego that he wants to score all the goals, but Messi's ability to bring his players into the game. But the difference with Baraccia is he plays like Neymar, skilled dribbler, skilled player, can make passes, make game, but can carry a team by himself. And now we're getting Neo and Lavinio in, and we're going to get an intense next episode. So next chapter, an intense next chapter with the two of the biggest fucking names coming in, because by now standard, you're a mature little baby and your team is run by babies. With the best response I've got to give from the Naga, this baby's gonna kill you. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was probably the best response that you could have gotten. It is fucking hilarious. Oh, bro, goo goo gaga, baby's gonna kill you. I'm like, fuck, he's got killed a child. His response is to basically go goo goo gaga. Bruv, this I think is going to be really good, because they give off an intense thing where they like each other, the Newell and Lavinio, but they also hate each other to bits because they want to be the best striker. Now this will build up. It's going to be huge. I think 164, 165, 166 are going to be the next huge chapters, because there's 3 minutes of this play. 3 minutes. We're not looking at the rest of the game. We're looking at the 3 minutes that Isagi gets. Because he only gets the 3 minutes that Newell is on. He's not getting any more time. So Newell's ideals of having to play the Kaiser means that Isagi's going to have to play the Kaiser. Isagi can't play his own game. He's going to have to play to the bastard Munich's way of playing. I don't know if he can do it. But I guess we'll see. But this brings a lot to the forefront of it's excelling Isagi's pace of growth very fast. And I think this will lead to the future where Isagi becomes a player that the team's philosophy is, he makes the team's philosophy. The team is him. The way that the philosophy that they play is his philosophy. The way he plays, he will make the team and bring the team to his level. He will bring the team to his play. They will play to him. He'll make them play this way. He will bring the best responsibility in the best way that this team can play by his ideals. And I think that's where his ego is going to grow from this, and he's going to puzzle a couple more pieces. I think he's going to become the puzzle pieces where he can do one to become a really good, coherent striker partnership with Kaiser, with Naol, or the different point of is be the playmaker or the glue that is to Kaiser and Naol, where they're going to fuck up. He's going to become like the best centre forward, like a Fabinho, where he's just that kind of playmaker. He can score goals, but he sets up the goals for Naol and Kaiser, like Salah and Mane, like Firmino does for them. I think that's what it's setting up, is that he's going to become this type of player. But you know what? I hope that is the case, because Isagi is probably one of my favourite protagonists in a sports manga, and he's got a lot of growth to come. But I feel that there's going to be a problem in the next coming chapters between Isagi and Kaiser, because I don't think Kaiser likes Isagi, and Isagi doesn't like Kaiser. From what I can see is, I don't think that they match. However, I think Naol and Isagi do. They're both very systemically thinking, data entry kind of guys, where they're thinking with their brain more than with their heart. They're not impulsive. They're calculating everything. They're calculating the best pass, the best shot, what to do. So I feel like these two players suit each other very well to learn off. And I feel that's what we're going to get in the coming chapter or chapters. And that's a huge thing for Isagi. That's a huge build-up. I hope there's going to be more on Baracha, more on the other characters as well. Because they're all on the bench at the moment. We're not seeing much of them. It's really only focusing on Baracha and Sagi and what the fuck is his name? Oh my god. And Kiseku, Kunigami, Rensuku are the main three characters it's looking at. But I feel like he'll draw in the other ones when it goes to look at the other two teams. But I'm glad it's taking a central focus on Isagi, and I hope that next chapter's going to be fire. Next chapter will be fucking fire, my dudes. It will be boom. It'll be nothing I've ever seen before. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, fuck. I'm looking forward to next week. I hope you are too. With chapter 164, just a week away. I've been the Otaku Critic. This has been my review of the recent chapter. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out, all you lovely degenerates.